Well, over the weekend, we got some more distressing news from Marvel Studios, with another actor caught in a potential scandal. It did not take long for Tenoch Huerta to respond, give an official statement, and try to clarify what's going on. So let's take a couple minutes to dive into the actor's response and what this possibly means going forward. It seems like there's some new facts to the case. Well, over the weekend, we got some rather, sad news about Marvel Studios. Now, as you know, Marvel has had a series of really PR disasters involving some of their actors, and now Namor seems to be caught up in that whirlwind. Now, this involves star Tenoch Huerta, who has been accused of being a sexual predator by saxophonist Maria Elena Rios. Now, over the weekend, the story was picked up and circulated pretty widely online. We actually did a video about it. But earlier today, the actor responded and issued a release to Variety, categorically denying these claims. So let's check out what he had to say. About a year ago, I dated Elena for several months. It was entirely consensual at all times, as countless others can attest, and throughout it was a loving, warm, and mutually supportive relationship. After it ended, however, Elena began to misrepresent our interactions both privately and in front of groups of mutual friends. As a result, a few months ago, I engaged the legal team to commence the appropriate actions to protect my reputation and refute these irresponsible and false accusations that can cause great prejudice and damage. Although I am by no means perfect, I know that these allegations are simply untrue, and while I will always work to improve myself, I need to contest claims that are both false and offensive. Now, that's a pretty decisive statement from the actor, and I have to say, probably a great move. Now, we haven't heard anything back from Rios yet, but the fact that they had an existing relationship, they broke up, and all these kind of things have happened in the past, all should be considered when trying to examine what really happened. We want to take everybody's accusations seriously, but we also truly believe in the innocent until proven guilty. So it's really unclear at this point what actually happened, and we probably should give it some time to let the situation work its way out and try to discover more details. This is obviously pretty big news for Marvel because they are already embroiled in a very similar scandal with Jonathan Majors. His situation also has not been resolved, but is currently moving through the courts, and I personally believe Marvel is watching that process to try to determine where they go next. Huerta is expected to reprise his role as the Savage Submariner sometime really soon. Quite honestly, I would expect him to pop up in at least one or two Phase 5 projects. So I'm sure Marvel is watching this particular case and situation very, very closely. We haven't gotten an official statement from the studio, so I don't think even they have enough details. This is distinctly different from the Jonathan Majors case, who had law enforcement involved from the very beginning. Hopefully more details arise from the situation. We can get a clearer picture of what really went on, and finally get some closure on another difficult chapter for Marvel Studios. How it ultimately works out? Well, we're gonna have to wait and see.